Welcome back to Sudoku Topology with puzzle 03, where it looks like we've got a killer puzzle today. I don't think I've done one on this grid before, so let's figure out, the first things to figure out are what are the digits and what are the regions. So the digits are 1 through 6, and the regions, if I highlight them, I'm going to get rid of that. If I highlight them, are, let's see, the bottom octahedron. Okay, I think it's going to be the 6 octahedrons. So the center cell is in every one of them. So yeah, it's going to be these octahedrons centered at the corners of the cube. I'm not crazy. It is an octahedron, right? Yeah, the corner of the, I guess this isn't really a cube. At the corner of the giant octahedron, really, I suppose it is. So this cell's actually in every cage. And the killer cages, the way they work is they tell you the sum of these digits. So these digits happen to sum to 9. Okay, so I think the center digit is what I should think about. So the smallest digit that you can possibly put in a 3-cell sum to 15. In fact, the only 3-cell sum to 15 is 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's not a 3-cell sum to 15. Sorry, it's a 4-cell sum to 15. It's a little bit of a shame. Better not be a 4-cell sum to 9. That would be a problem. But yeah, it's a 4-cell sum to 15. So really, it's 4-cell sum to 15. So it's leaving out 2 digits. But this 4-cell sum to 15 isn't sitting inside anything, I don't think. Here it is relevant, though, that the cages don't have repeated digits. Oh, here's a 4-cell sum to 10. Let's play Zeta reads the clues in the puzzle. Okay, so a 4-cell sum to 10 is always 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way to do that. Oh, and then this is a 4-cell sum to 11, which is always going to be 1, 2, 3, 5. And so this one that is in both of those is not a 4 or a 5. So I'm going to make that one green. Trying to think of how those interact with regions. Okay, well, I do see that in the bottom region, which I think was 1, I now have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. So the other digits... Oh, sorry. So the other digit in this region is just a 6, right? 6 is the largest digit in this puzzle, Zeta. So that digit sees everything, so it's a 6. And also, one of these two has to be the 5 for the region that 6 is in. So one of these two is a 5, which means that one isn't. And one of these two is a 4, which means that one isn't. So I've got this somewhat bizarre 1, 2, 3, and I kind of want to call it a 1, 2, 3 triple, but it's not really a triple because I don't actually know that all of these things happen to overlap. Okay, so now that has put a lot of pressure. Oh, there's another 4-cell 10 cage even. I was going to say that's put a lot of pressure on my 15 cage, which it has. Because, well, let me do this first. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know what one of them is, and I'll explain why in a second, because this is a 4-cell. This is another 4-cell 10 cage. And so one of these two is a 4. And I will reveal which one in a second. This 15 cage here, however, these two cells sum to at most 5. So these need to sum to at least 10, which means these are from 4, 5, 6, and definitely include a 6 somewhere along them. But that means that this digit isn't 1, 2, 3. And one of the secrets of Sudoku is that if you have a 3-cell sum to 9, such as this 3-cell sum to 9, it always contains 1, 4, 5, 6, and 2, 1, 2, 3s. Because even if I put a 4 here, I can't put another number that is larger than 4, because as soon as I do, I've already summed to 9 and I've got 2 more digits. So what I'm saying is these 2 digits are definitely from 1, 2, 3. In particular, that one's not 4. So that one is 4 for my 10 cage over down here. And now that knocks out, if I look at the top region now, that 4 knocks 4 out of these 2 cells, which now says that these sum to 11, which now means that these 2, in order to complete my sum to 15, they have to sum to 4, which only works as a 1-3 pair. That 1-3 pair is in my 10 cage, so that makes those a 2-4 pair. That 2-4 pair is in the bottom octahedron, so these aren't 2 at the very least. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and explain this thing that I think I have seen, which is that if I think about this, sorry, I'm going to think about the 11 cage. So these are the 4 digits in the 11 cage. They're the digits that I have highlighted in green. This digit is in the 11 cage. Where is it in the 11 cage? And the answer is, it's not here or here, because those digits are in the 10 cage together with this one, and so they're different. And so within the 11 cage, the only cells it could possibly be are this one, or these 2. However, it can't actually be this one, because those are in this octahedron together, which is that one. So that means this digit's actually here. So in particular, this digit is not 5. This is the orange 1, 2, 3. I don't have a fantastic way of pencil marking that, but that means that this is the 5 for the 11 cage. And now if I look at... yeah, so now if I look at this bottom octahedron, which I think was octahedron 1, it now has a 1-3 pair, a 2-4 pair, a 5, and a 6. Oh, sorry, that's all the digits. Sorry, I was going to try and put an additional digit into that octahedron and fill it in, but that is all the digits in the octahedron. So that is not, in fact, as interesting as I thought it was going to be immediately. Okay, I do think I know that this digit and this digit are the same. I think that's what I just proved, right? Is that this digit, this 1, 2, 3 from the 10 cage had to go there. So this digit's also not a 2. So it is a 1 or a 3. Okay. So... the top octahedron. The top octahedron, if I look at it, it has a 1-3 pair in it. That in the center cell. So that digit is a 2. Which means that my sum to 9 is a 2 plus a 1 or 3 and a 5 or 6. Well, 2 plus 5 is 7, so that would have to be a 2. So that doesn't work. So this has got to be a 6 with a 1 in order to make that work. And then I presume we get to Sudoku our way back down the pyramid, because now that is a 3. So that is a 1. Let's see. This is not a 1 or a 3 since it touches both of them. So that is a 2. That's not a 1 because it, or sorry, not a 3 because it touches a 3. So it's a 1. This, okay, let's see. This octahedron over here is missing 4 and 6. When I say this one over here, I'm talking about, what was it? This one. So it's missing 4 and 6, but this one can't be a 6 because it's touching that 6. So that's the 6 and that's the 4. And now that 4 sees that cell, so that's a 2 and that's a 4. Okay, now this octahedron over here, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, so that's a 5. This one over here, it's got 1, 2, 3, and 4, so these are 5 and 6. But that one can't be a 5, so it's a 6, and that's a 5. This octahedron over on this side has everything but 2. Oh, and we're done. We're done, and we unlocked the achievement Master of Sudoku 3, because I believe we have finished another tier of the Sudoku heart at the main menu. All right, well, thank you everyone for joining me today. I think that was our first pure killer in here, and it was quite a nice pure killer in terms of using the geometry and the interaction between the weird Sudoku geometry from the topology stuff and the weird geometry of killer cages. So that one was certainly a highlight out of the puzzles so far. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this journey. Do please like the stream and subscribe for more. We'll be back in your feed again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.